Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, where all the enemies in the skies above Crimea have been dispatched. Har has joined our troop, and we perfectly protect Leanne. Apart from that, well, we've no one to heal, nothing else to do, it seems, except for run out our turns. But the one thing we can do, apart from that, is still get Leanne a little bit of extra experience, to be honest. Experience is never a bad thing, is it? Maybe we could revert near Elincia as well. You could stand there in old bird form. Because why on earth not, unless reinforcements appear, of course. Why on earth not? 2 turns of just doing that and making everything all work out perfectly to plan. We survive for 8 turns and we move on from this battlefield. Only 80 experience possible for her in this chapter, really. No level up to be gained. Yeah, you run, dragon backers, and don't ever come back to Crimea. Hey, you've got one on your team. You got one on your team. Helps out quite well against the boss. Princess Leanne, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. Are you hurt?
Queen Elincia, thank you for helping us. I'm happy to see you again.
Lady Leanne is very grateful for your help with those ruffians and is quite delighted to see you again, Your Majesty. Frankly, I don't think these old bones would have been up to the task of protecting the princess without your help.
The most important thing is that you're both safe. Sir Lucci, but what brings you here? As far as I knew, the both of you were residing in Gallia. We came to see Sir Ike.
It is imperative that my lady sees General Ike as soon as possible. We were traveling to the royal palace in Melior for that very purpose.
That's unfortunate. Ike left Melior more than half a year ago. After that, rumor has it that he reorganized the Grill mercenaries. Now, no one seems to know where they are.
What? This is most unexpected. What are we supposed to do now?
Sir Ike isn't here, but since you've traveled all this way to Crimea, would you like to visit the royal court? I would be happy to investigate the whereabouts of the Grill mercenaries during your stay.
Well, we don't want to be a bother, but it would be very kind of you.
To be honest, there are matters about which I must speak with Sir Ike myself. And regardless, we're always delighted to have such splendid guests as yourself. I must tell you, however, and I'm ashamed to say it, there is unrest among certain circles here in Crimea. I hope nothing will happen to disturb your visit with us.
Unrest, you say?
Yes. I trust, however, my protection will be enough to keep you from harm's way.
An honest queen indeed as we move from drifting clouds. Wondering what on earth is happening in this chapter of the story.
Queen Elincia encounters and defeats a wing of Benyan Draconites trespassing in Crimean skies. After rescuing Chamberlain Lucci and Princess Leanne, she invites them to be her guests at the royal court. While Elincia's show of loyalty to her Laguz allies causes an uproar among the nobles at court, they are aware that the Heron Princess is under the mutual protection of the mighty Laguz Hawk King and Raven King. Because of this, there is no public show of distaste. However, dissatisfaction with Elincia's rule now spreads from a single faction to a larger group. Crimea's unity is slowly rotting from within. This discord begins to be felt even in country hamlets like the farming village of Oma.
I do wonder how a kingdom could fall apart so quickly as we move on to Chapter 1, Winds of Rebellion. This time we're on the receiving end. Morning, Jacob! Look at ya, always sowing your seeds. It's looking like it'll be a fine crop this year. A real dandy. Heck, I just work the fields. It's the rich soil beneath my boots and the fine sun over my head that does the hard stuff. Brom! Well, if it isn't Neph, what's the story with the armor? Haven't you heard the war's over? You'll be needing armor too. A revolution's brewing. Better suit up and make it snappy. Revolution? Oh, yeah. Nobody tells us old geese as much, but I hear talk about some young hotheads over yonder. They're jawing about being fed up with the Queen and how they want change. I don't get it. Her Majesty is a fine, fine lady. Even if she is a tad young to be passing laws instead of having fun, I guess I'll go have a look for myself. We are the victors. It was Crimean blood and sweat that defeated Ashnard, and what do we have to show for it? We do not rule Crimea. Our towns have been destroyed. We need coin to ease our suffering. Who's to blame? The Queen! We've been violated. Dain robbed us of families, friends and homes. We cannot reconcile with monsters. And now our hated enemy is rebuilding to threaten us again. Will we stand by and accept this? No, we will not. To arms, I say. We are not afraid. We shall fight for the prosperity of our fatherland, as did Ike the Patriot. In Ike's name? Let me tell you, it's been a while. This helmet feels like a ton of bricks. Seems upgraded since last time I saw you. Brom, didn't you say something about using axes these days, not spears? Yeah, I suppose I did. What? You went and brought armor and weapons? Here, you take this axe and hold on to it. Good, you hear? Alright, let's go. Hey now, what's going on? Hey, look! It's Neph. She even brought her own weapon. So you're gonna join the revolution? Together, we can make a difference. Together, we have the power to dethrone the Queen. What are you all thinking? You don't know the first thing about Queen Elincia. Maybe this is some big mistake. Our Queen is a splendid gal. Ain't nobody out there with a kinder heart. We should know as well as anyone. Heck, we fought beside her. You fought with the Queen, eh? I see. Brothers, do not be deceived. These two are the Queen's agents and are undoubtedly spying on us. Listen, fella, you're talking nonsense. Queen Elincia wouldn't dream of using spies like that. Do not be deceived, my people. If they go to the Royal Knights, they will return bearing torches, burning homes and taking prisoners. We must silence these spies. Listen up, you blockheads. I guess you forgot about the war. After fighting for years, we finally have peace. And now you want to fight again? Ain't no good, Brom. These folks have got their blood a-pumping. Ain't got a lick of sense left in them. Horse feathers. Reckon you're right. Listen up, Neph. Let's try not to kill too many of these dang fools. Is that a rule? Well, that is a low amount of troops that we have available to us. We have rebels by the ton. Try not to kill too many, you say? Well, they're gonna just kill themselves on us, I'd imagine, because I bet you anything they're low level, and there's all these houses to visit as well. Well, shall I start by breaking the front lines, or shall I start by checking my own troops? Neph a halberdier of power of skill. Right then. We have, of course, A-ranking lances. Was she one of the ones I got to level 20? I can't even remember now. Neph was so good after all that I think I just thought that she'd be good again no matter what. Of course, Neph has the speed to double everything. Defense, a bit more res, I'd say, than our other halberdier friend. Maybe we'll be ended up using two, because they're such good units, aren't they? Right, critical still has her Wrath. I like that. That's kind of cool. And Brom, who is now an Axe General. He has changed a lot since we last saw him. Can cause an enemy unit to drop his or her equipped weapon. Okay then, he's got a disarming nature. But to be honest, his defense, these guys are the troops of just block everything. And he has the speed. Well, that said, shall we crush the troops in front of us? I think the armoured ones are a bit more of a thing, aren't they? Let's switch to weapon wins. Actually, that doesn't switch to weapon wins. That switches to 1 weapon win and 1 great weapon loss. But Brom's decided not to wear a helm anymore. And his eyes look really spooky. Alright, so, to be honest, no matter what we run, I imagine rebels are going to kill themselves senseless. So let's start to work on you. In fact, we really should have gone and done this the other way around, looking at it. Maybe we'd be best off, because I'm pretty sure everyone will want to go for Neph at this point. Whereas Brom can stand and fight. It might be best to visit around, see what's going on. There was a stranger in here earlier. He left his axe. Probably meant to use it on the Queen. You know, I came to this village for some peace and quiet. Isn't there something you can do? Heck with it, just take this thing. I'm fed up with war. Well, we got ourselves a steel axe, that's not so bad. Well, let's see how this develops. Of course they're going to go for Neph. Poor Neph. Now it's the spellcaster we're worried out with Brom over here. Maybe we should have retreated rather than went into attack, but to be honest, he's got the dodge chance, but it's the spellcaster. Oh, come on, like you can do much damage. You can? We need a better weapon than this. Well, it looks to me like these rebels that have joined up the cause are going to be very stupid right now. Well, Brom doesn't seem to be able to double. My player phase begins once again, so it's just with these units I have to fight with. Which is going to be a lot harder than we would have hoped. Maybe we should start off by chopping what we can see in front of us. It looks like the guy down there is probably either got a limited range or he's staying there so we can't jump down without getting rid of him. I think we'll start off then with a Brom attack here. Seems the spellcaster won't move. I doubt those armoured guys will move over. I think they're blocking us off. We'll have to fight through to fight them. But this at least puts us in a position to be able to take care of one of them. Critical attack. So one enemy is defeated in the armor anyway. However, now even more guys are coming and you can do a lot more damage to Neph. Well, luckily we dodged that one. Of course you'll run away. That's what I was expecting. Nope, you are coming regardless. Hand axe. I don't want to kill you guys, but I'll have to kill you if I have to. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. Of course, we know who we're attacking now. The archer that can do the most damage after all. Can Neph double him? No, I guess Neph's weapon at the current point in time is a little bit too heavy, maybe? And therefore gives her a speed penalty. Otherwise, she would definitely be doubling without that. If she could get herself a normal lance, that would be quite good. Let's dispatch this foe, though. Who do I want getting the KO blow? He's still quite a dodgy kind of guy. I need to get the steel axe over to Brom, though. Let's cut off one of the worrisome troops, anyway. sorry, rebel guy. But you put our lives at too much threat. I don't want to kill you, but if you attack me, there's nothing I can do about this. Because otherwise you'll just be attacking me as I try to break their lines up there. Right, let's start our movement up towards another house, I think. This is going to be a slow one, isn't it? Well, we can get a double on here. So I'm going to see first of all what I can get. Can I, trade and then attack? I can indeed. So I've got the steel axe now. That gets us some extra... Oh, let's just take him out. I don't really want to. We've disarmed him, so he no longer has his weapon. He can't attack us, even though he's holding his weapon. I feel sorry for him. I don't want to dispatch these guys, but we did receive an herb for doing it. We can't talk or anything. Let's go up here and see what this house has in it.
What? People are fighting outside? That doesn't make any sense. If anyone were to get hurt, we've got to do something. Oh, I hope Sis is alright.
And we got an Ashera icon for that one. Now no one's... I was about to say no one's moving towards me. It's the first rebels that were in range to attack us in the first place. They're being stupid here. Sounds like the whole village is in an uproar. More men fussing over nothing, I'm sure. Bigger fools were never made. Lucky me. Time to find one right for the picking. Get his goods and be on my way. Be home soon, Mum. Who are you then? Looks like there's a possible recruit. So with this guy chasing us, let us start heading in the right direction, I guess. This guy's going to attack us regardless, so we may as well just charge forward towards. However, he's going to come under attack as well. Oh, attacking from range? That looked beautiful for you. That rebel constantly healing himself up. Does mean we're no longer being chased, however. Where are you going? You just passed through them? Well, it seems someone's just rushing towards where? Is there someone that's right for the picking here? I don't know. Either we bust through the main entrance now, or we jump down and try to go this way. The best one probably for breaking through the main entrance is Brom. But then his res is not so high. Alright, we had the power to take out the javelin guy, however. It depends what's going on here, but we'll be easily put within a boss's range. Shall we split the troops up? I mean, Axe Guy here's got a steel axe, so he's not going to be completely destroying me. Let's go for you. Javelin man. This is probably the wrong decision. So I imagine the enemy turn's going to be full of a lot of enemies attacking. But it seems that's a unit that I can recruit, possibly. Stylized and everything, it makes sense to be. It's too bad we couldn't get a lighter weapon. Well, there's that mage taken care of. Oh, didn't attack back this time. A poison edge. Can't do any damage, but poisons us all the same, probably. You're blocking the way! Alright, so you chose to come back to finish off the spellcaster making your life a misery, did you? Alright, so we can either go this way or try to get to this person over here. while visiting houses.
You ever heard of Miss Khalil? She teaches magic. You know what? I told her she was pretty and she gave me one of these. People who can't use magic can use this and then, well, they'll be able to use magic. Or something like that. Here, you take this one.
Right, a Spectre card is being gained here. Which is a special item that's non-magic users launch a magical attack. Not bad, not bad. But for turn ending here, we have tons of enemies coming our way. A poisoned Neph, who may just stand her ground and fight, if you know what I mean. As we look to see if we can talk to this Heather over here, a rogue. With some fairly nice stats of her own. Join me next time for more Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. See you then. Bye-bye.